Have you ever look up at the sky and seen a strange, almost unmatched jumbo jet with a huge hump on its back and wondered what it was? In January 2026, that exact plane has been spotted again, and it's freaking a lot of people. That aircraft is America's so-called Doomsday Plane, the E-4B Nightwatch. A flying war run built so the US government can keep running, even in the middle of a nuclear war. In this video, you will see what this plane really is, when it was created, why it exists, how it will actually be used, and what its sudden appearances in 2026 might really mean. Stick around to the end because this is one of the planes you don't want to misunderstand. What is a Doomsday Plane? The E-4B Nightwatch is a heavily modified Boeing 747-200 that serves as a national airborne operations center for the United States. Think of as it is flying the Pentagon and White House combined into one aircraft. Its mission is to give the President, the Secretary of Defense, and top military commanders a survivable command and control center in the sky if ground command's bunkers or communications are destroyed. That's why it has the dramatic nickname Doomsday Plane. It is literally built for the worst day imaginable. The story of this plane starts in the Cold War, where the United States expected that any nuclear war would begin with an attempt to decapitate its leadership. In the early 1970s, Air Force needed a replacement for older EC-135 command post aircraft that could survive and coordinate a response even if key cities and bunkers were hit. Boeing delivered the first E-4A based on the 747-200 airframe in 1973 to serve as an airborne command post. In December 1979, a more advanced version with a prominent satellite communication dome and upgraded system entered service as the E-4B. By the mid-1980s, all aircraft in the small fleet had been upgraded to the E-4B standard, giving the US 4 dedicated Doomsday planes, ready for nuclear command and control and continuity of government missions. In a real national emergency, such as a nuclear attack or a massive strike on the US command centers, the E-4B will launch quickly and become a flying headquarters for the US military operations. At least one aircraft is maintained on high alert around the clock, with a fully global operations team ready to go. From that airborne command center, leaders can issue emergency war orders, direct nuclear and conventional forces, and coordinate civil response even if key buildings on the ground are destroyed or cut off. Beyond nuclear responses or scenarios, the E-4B can also support large-scale disasters response, giving agencies like FEMA a secure long-range communications and a command hub after major hurricanes, earthquakes, or other catastrophes. This aircraft is engineered to keep working in environments that will shut down normal planes. The E-4B is hardened against electromagnetic pulse with shielding and protection, so its electronics continues to function even after a nuclear blast generates intense electromagnetic fields. It also has an additional thermal and nuclear shielding to help it survive hostile conditions. The E-4B carries an enormous suite of communications gear, dozens of antennas doing its fuselage under its belly, and inside that large dorsal dome, giving it more communications capability than even Air Force One. It can talk to submarines, ships, aircraft, ground forces, and other government facilities through multiple radio bonds and satellite links, and can act as a relay to connect different systems that normally cannot talk directly. Inside the main deck is laid out like a flying operations center. There are conference rooms, briefing areas, command work area, communication stations, plus reset and planning spaces for senior leaders and staff. The E4B can carry roughly 110 to 112 people, including crew, commanders, and technical specialists. And within flights, refueling it can remain airborne for many hours or even days. If necessary, recently in January 2026, the E4B has been spotted in places where it has almost never ceased, including rare appearances at major airports and viral clips of it flying overhead. That has triggered some questions over and over. What's going on behind the scenes? Here is what is known. The E4B doesn't only fly when something is already wrong. It spends a lot of time in the air for training missions, system tests, and to support high-level trips by the Secretary of Defense and other senior officials. The small fleet is based at Offutt Air Force Base in Nebraska, but aircraft rotate through different bases and missions. So people sometimes see it during exercises or while it is repositioning. When global tension arises, or when there are major summits, military drills, or geopolitical flashpoints, it is more likely that at least one of these aircraft will be active and visible, simply because the US wants its airborne command post ready to respond at a moment's notice. So seeing this Doomsday Plane in the sky in January 2026 is a reminder that the world is not perfectly safe, but it usually means the opposite of panic. It means the system designed in the Cold War are still being kept sharp, upgraded, and rehearsed today. So that's the America's Doomsday Plane, the E4B Nightwatch, a flying command center built to keep national leadership connected and in control when everything on the ground might be falling apart. It looks terrifying, but in a strange way, it is also a sign that people have spent decades planning so that even the worst case scenarios wouldn't be total chaos. If you learned something about this aircraft, tap a like so this video reaches more people, and subscribe for more breakdowns of hidden military technology and advanced aircrafts. Comment below and tell me if you saw this plane in the sky above the city. Will you feel safer or more worried? And why? Thank you.